Doing great and awesome. A lot of photographers ask me this question that Abdullah, do we really need to have a good command over our English language in order to have a successful wedding photography business? This is the most consistently asked questions by the photographers to me, and in this video I'm going to answer you about this question in 3 pointers, and the answer will be coming from very practical experiences. If you want to watch this video in Hindi, अगर आप ये वीडियो हिंदी में देखना चाहते हैं, you can find the link in the description. आपको उसका लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में हिंदी में मिल जाएगा. Hi, my name is Abdullah Ansari and I have been training, coaching and mentoring photographers across the nation to grow and start and expand their own wedding photography business. And in this video I'm going to touch this topic, that do you really need English to have a successful wedding photography business? Because it keeps a lot of photographers not to be operating on their full potential. A lot of photographers have this block in their mindset that I do not know English and this is going to affect my business. But in this video I'm going to give you the answer in these 3 points. This video is going to be a little long, but pay very close attention, it will be worth it. So the first pointer, first of all you need to understand, where do you need the importance, where do you need the role of English language in your wedding photography business? So first you need to understand that where is it required. So it is required mainly in client conversion and sales. Now what is this? Let me share that with you. The moment you call up to your client for the wedding photography, suppose a wedding photography client has come to you and you are having a conversation with that particular person. If you have the conversation in English, there is no doubt that it shows a very great impact in the mind of your customer. It builds up a great perception in the mind of your clients or customers that this photographer knows English. And India, this is a notion, this is a preconceived notion that if a person speaks English, then that person must be educated. The people assume like that. And if a photographer has called a particular client and that photographer is speaking in an English language, that creates an impact. Now, this is something that you need to understand, whether it is mandatory to have this language or you can just get away with this. All right. So yes, you need to have this language in your business, but what if you do not know how to speak English? How to speak, how to have a good communication, how to have a good flow over your language. Now how do you deal with that? Let me just come on to that. Suppose you are having a good business, you are doing a great business and you are having a good turnover. You know your business, well, you know how to get the shoot done. You are very good at shooting, but you might not be very good at your client conversions. So in that particular case, you can have a person who is very good at communication, and you can have that person in your sales team who is very good at the English communication. And when that salesperson is going to have the communication with the client, it is going to create that perception, a good perception. But even if you do not have the budget to have a salesperson, even if you do not understand English, then that's perfectly all right. The English communication in your business is not a mandatory ingredient. It is an added advantage. It is not important, but it is an added advantage. I will show you a lot of photographers in the country who does not know English much, but they have a very successful business. How they have a very successful business is that, suppose they got a client, all right, and they somehow converts that particular client, and if their work is very good, if their speed of delivery is good, if the quality of shoot is good, if the concept creation is good, then that client will understand that the work of this person is good, and the word of mouth will happen for that particular photographer. So even if you do not know English, that's perfectly all right. But if you have it, that is always an added advantage. Now if you ask me, Abdullah, if you have to give your personal recommendation, will you give us recommendation that you should go and learn English? Yes, my answer will be 100% that you should go and learn English, because even if you are not able to learn much in deep, but if you are able to just have some good command over some sentences that can create the impact in the mind of your clients, then that is going to be amazing. So even if it is not important, it is an added advantage. So if you do not know English, you can just start to learn bit by bit. When I started my business in the year 2017, I used to convert the client based upon this thing. I used to speak English fluently, and the client will have this assumption and the perception in their mind that this person is looking educated. And this is the very common truth. If a person speaks English in India, he is considered to be an educated vendor or photographer. So it is an added advantage. All right. Now coming to the third point, and before moving on to the third point, I want to share something with you. So if you have not attended my free workshop till now, you can go ahead and attend that. There I teach you in detail how do you make minimum 2 lakhs of profits by growing, starting and expanding your own wedding photography business. Second, if you want to know about my premium programs, which is a step-by-step process where I show you how can you start, grow and expand your business from start minimum, and how do you get the clients, how do you reach to high budget clients, how do you reach to the right people, how do you get orders, how do you increase the orders, how do you do the branding, everything I teach in that premium program. The link is given in the description as well. You can click on that, go and check the photographer success stories that the entire program and together we have been able to achieve, and go and check that. And the third, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, click on the bell icon and subscribe to the channel right now. And if you have not joined the VIP Telegram group, go and join that as well. Now the third point, what is the conclusion? Now the conclusion is very simple, that you need to start to learn it slowly. If you don't know at all, just learn some good words. It is not mandatory. There are a lot of photographers who does not have a good English communication, and they do not have the education of that language from their school. So that's perfectly all right. You can take some basic English programs and you can learn to have that. All right, but everything can be learned. But you cannot say that I do not know this language, so I cannot learn this language. It does not mean like that. If you do not know something, you can always learn that. So having the English language in your business is not a mandatory thing, but it is an added advantage. If you have this in your business, then it's good to have. It is nice to have. But if you do not have it, it does not mean that you will not be able to convert any client. You will be able to convert your clients, but if you have this language, it will be an added advantage to you. It will be cherry on the cake for you. It will give you a differentiation in the market where you will be positioned differently from other photographers in the market because you are speaking English. And it happens. So when I used to convert the client in the year 2017, when I had just started my wedding photography business, I would ask my clients, what made you convert? And they would tell that when we had the first communication with you, you seem to be very professional, and when I asked them why did I seem to be very professional, they would say your fluency over your language was very good. You are speaking English. And on the other side, all the photographers whom we were in conversation with, they were like very, very desi kind of photographer. Desi as in Hindi language, you call it as desi. Desi means that they are using the native language and they have that own native taste in that. And when we had the conversation with you, it was very different. So having the English in your communication is an added advantage, but not a mandatory thing. If you want to learn it, then learn it slowly. Have some courses, have some workshops, start to speak, learn some basic words. It will give you a head start, and it will give you an edge in your own wedding photography business. So I just wish and hope that you must have been able to learn something out of this session, out of this YouTube video, and just please go and share between the photographers so that they also get to learn something from this video. And that's it from my side. Until then, stay happy, stay spiritual, and stay blessed. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for watching this till then. Thank you so much.